Hello, my name is Anne Tailford and I work in the Education Data Division at the Department for Education. I'm here to talk to you about special educational needs data which are returned in the school census. This is one of a series of videos related to the school census and should be watched in conjunction with the others. This slide lists the topic areas I will be covering in the presentation. Prior to making a school census submission to the department, it is important that all schools ensure that the SEN data held within the school MIS and being output as part of the census is accurate and up to date. School census contacts within schools should check the data held within their MIS with their local SEN coordinator prior to running their census return. The Children and Families Act 2014 replaced SEN statements with education, health and care plans. Where a pupil has an existing statement and a transfer review to an EHC plan has not taken place, the 2001 code continues to apply. During the transitional period, schools are able to record pupils as having an SEN provision of either S statement or E EHC plan. Schools may have some pupils with statements and some who have already moved to EHC plans, but no individual pupil can have both. An EHC plan is not the rebadging of a statement. To ensure that EHC plans are person-centred and focused on outcomes, an EHC plan must only be issued following an EHC needs assessment. At the time of the census, any statements under review should be recorded as code S. The EHC plan code E should only be used when the local authority has agreed a final plan. Where a pupil has an existing statement, they must not be recorded as having an EHC plan without first completing a review. Pupils identified as having the need for SEN support but without a statement or EHC plan should be recorded with an SEN provision of SEN support, code K. Pupils whose requirements are met without the need for special educational needs support should be recorded on the census using no SEN provision, code N. SEN units are special provisions within a mainstream school where pupils are usually taught within separate classes. The unit will receive additional funding from the local authority specifically for the purpose of the provision. They will cater for a specific type or types of SEN and are usually for pupils with a statement of SEN or an education, health and care plan. Most pupils placed in units will have the unit written into their statement of special educational needs or EHC plan. Resource provisions are places reserved at a mainstream school for pupils with a specific type of need, taught usually within mainstream classes but requiring a base and some specialist facilities around the school. Resource provisions receive additional funding from the local authority specifically for the purpose of the provision. They will cater for a specific area or areas of SEN and are usually for pupils with statements of SEN or an education, health and care plan, but could include pupils who require SEN support. Most local authorities include details of what will be provided through a resource provision in a pupil's statement of special educational needs or education, health and care plan. It is extremely unlikely that a child would be placed in an SEN unit and also receive support from a resource provision, but a school could have resource provision for one type of need and a unit for another. The Spring School Census collects the type of need for pupils who have an SEN provision of S, E or K. The primary and, if relevant, the secondary need are collected. This slide provides the codes for each need as outlined in the SEN Code of Practice. Top-up funding indicator is a true-false flag to indicate those pupils on roll for whom the school, at the point of the census, is in receipt of top-up funding, either from a local authority or, in the case of a PRU or Alternative Provision Academy, a local authority or another school. Top-up funding is paid outside a school's budget share or general annual grant and relates to a pupil or student identified as requiring additional support which costs more than a specified threshold. In many cases, the period for which top-up funding is paid may not be defined, but it will be subject to periodic review, as will the SEN provision to which it relates. Locally, this top-up funding may be known by a different name. In cases of doubt, schools should check with their local authority to make sure that this is recorded correctly for each individual pupil. This indicator is used as a check-in tool for pre-16 pupils. However, for post-16 pupils, it is used in funding calculations. This slide provides links which you may require before and during the live collection. More information about how to submit your census data to us, including details about what data is collected for each termly school census, can be found on the school census page. Please take some time to read these documents, as they are designed to help you fulfil your statutory requirements and successfully complete and submit an accurate set of census data. In addition to the online documents, we also provide a data collection forum. The purpose of the forum is to provide a facility to allow customers to exchange ideas and good practice relating to specific data collections and related EDD systems, for example, Collect and School to School. You will require a username and password to access the forum. If you do not already have a username and password, or if you have any questions about the facility, please complete a service request form. I do hope you found this presentation helpful. Thank you.